game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Lightning 18.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And this defense is firing to begin the season, huh? Great play to get him behind the line. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Here's the long back on the handoff. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. They'll throw, 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Gets 16 yards on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. He keeps this one himself. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're set backwards on 1st down. Might want to leave that call in the old college game, Brock. We love seeing that, right? We both cover college, too. But probably a reason you don't see NFL offenses running that.
Yeah, the college kids, they're making some money these days, but not as much as these pros. And there's a reason that you protect that most important asset.
He'll hang on to it on the 2nd down option. On the move, past the 40. Racing down the left side. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. All right, so nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, partner. And the year begins on a high note with a touchdown.
Yeah, they'll be able to begin the season on a high note with a win. Well, they put more drives like that together, they sure will. But I don't know, I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. You can't start much better than that.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Starting from the 5. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go. Lightning 18. 60. 70
Airing it out to start this drive. Completed over the middle. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
70 Lions. Check. Go.
Dive play straight ahead. He is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Danger, kid. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
70 Lions.
They work against the blitz. And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Hey, look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And
him again, and he goes down again. And these guys need to find a way to hold up better for their QB. This offense now facing third down. Third and long for him here. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Tried to float that one in, and defenders there for the interception. DJ Turner comes up with it. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. Touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Another carry for it. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if we see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Shotgun now on third down. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. That's grabbed inside the 30. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles parlay the interception into points.
The kicker on for the point.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. He fields it from the 8. And he gets crushed by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it.
Okay, ready?
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Go! 6,
Welcome back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
tag! Drop low 80, back at 60.
Takes the 2nd down snap. Complete over the middle. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And the Bengals have a 1st down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot.
Go!
On 1st down, no run. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Our score, 14-0. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're looking down to 2nd and 9.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Pass play now. That's him on the in route. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Cowboy, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals start to fight back with their first points of this game. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals chuck the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They send a man in motion. First plays the design run. Cuts it up through the defense. It goes. Room to burn. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 13-point lead. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hack, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
He spins right by him. Only gets to around the 15 before being brought down.
At their own 13-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Set. 70 Lion. Coop 19. Coop 19. Stop yourself.
Airing it out to start this drive. Throw left side, complete. Galloping inside the 40. Inside the red zone. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals make it a one-score game in the first half. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals chuck the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Bengals 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Bronx, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's going to push one deep down the right. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
Back to the air they go on second down. He's trying to go deep again. That one's intercepted. Breaks through and breaks away. And the Bengals are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
60 Bobcats!
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Spins it through the middle. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Let's go! Head to 60! Head to 60! Cardinal! 18 Cardinal!
To the air now on 1st and 10. Taking a shot towards the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals kick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with a receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Bengals tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Escapes. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down. Now looking to throw. Lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. That's complete inside the 35. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, Those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket now. They've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Take the ball himself for a big run.
From the red zone on first. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that makes it second and goal. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Here he goes, third and long. He will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a second quarter lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. First call here coming from the shotgun. Well, come out throwing. Has it downfield working the left. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. Here's a throw. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. They get 19 on that pickup. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. Looking in the air here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Second and 10, still at the 28.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Hey, see the ball, see the ball, see the ball.
Throwing it again here. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Avoided one crisis on a dropped pick. Now they're facing another third and long.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
problem at all. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. His return starts at the 5. Escapes the defender. And his drive will start inside the 25. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Back to 60. Back to 60.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. He puts a man under it deep down the middle. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted! And the Bengals are going to have it down their 2nd interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Back now, pressure coming. And they can't connect on the deep low. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Cut 19. Cut 19. Check. 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 Check.
They're going to throw out of the gun. Finds the in route complete. There he goes again. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get some late points and the lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals push their lead to 3. There's Chukio to kick it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. That one's complete over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Throwing from the gun. Caught, nice game left side. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take the lead just before halftime.
Quarterback, receiver, yeah, they'll get the credit. Those numbers and those stats, they're theirs. But that play happens, Kate, because the big guys up front give them enough time to make it happen. From one side of the field to the other, bingo.
And they can't connect, so nearly 8 points to end the first half. But they'll only take an extra 6 into that locker room. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Return coming from the 6. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Absolutely. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
First down now, ball at the 33. They'll throw to begin this drive. Catch is made down the right sideline. He has this down to the 14-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone.
At the 60, Coop 19, Coop 19. Back to 60.
From the red zone now. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone. These things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Dump off caught by his back. And they're going to be set with 1st and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
At the 3-yard line.
get in. Here's first and goal. They are throwing it again. And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles push their lead further to start the half. Lining up now to try the extra point. And that one is no good. Didn't even come very close to sneaking that one in, so leave that score as is. Well, probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Romped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
They sure came his all to make that play, but it hits the deck. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
Looking slant route complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
He has it at the 13. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold.
At their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They're going play action. And this one is launched downfield. Brought in inside the 20. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles keep their drive alive and reach Pater one play later. Now the Eagles will attempt another two-point conversion.
The Eagles will set up for the two-point.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it. They get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead.
Eagles 48.
Notice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the two-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot, and who knows? Maybe we'll have a two-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
At their own 26-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Good running here on 1st down as he works his way forward for about 8.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
70 Lions. Cowboy 80. Go.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
60 Bison. Big Lion.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Go! Bravo 80.
This time it's a passing play. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Gene on the coverage.
Ready? Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. Ready?
Throw here, 3rd down. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They aren't going for this.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Huck. Huck.
Trying to push this past the marker. And this run's overwhelmed. They drive him backwards and off the field with this turnover on downs.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
Starting this drive with a design run. And he doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60. Warrior 17. Take off.
Back to throw. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Tag. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. The Eagles are in punt formation. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return.
16-yard
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Cougar 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. Dragon 60.
Now throw to start the drive. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Ready. 79 Broncos. Go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet. It gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
And you just get the playoff. Cox, that's Arian Smith. There he goes, right sideline. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals cut the lead down to 10. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. He'll work against the blitz. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Cut at the 20-yard line. And he has this down to the 14-yard line.
Well, that's sure one way to take the lid off the defense. Great work to find the biggest hole in the coverage. More importantly, go exploit it.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone.
19, Tiger.
Putting a receiver in motion. Here's a design run. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down. Dropping back to throw. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Bengals will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
At the 60. Go.
There's a dive up the middle. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Ready?
Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
Let's go.
At the 18-yard line.
Cougar 19. Buffalo 18. 19 tight.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. A big 34-yard pickup there. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
48-yard line.
the middle. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Set. Cut right. Go 80. Go.
Dropping back to throw. Completed to his running back. And he can't get the touchdown block, but plenty of yardage. He goes out down near the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Down and goal to go.
Ready. Cowboy 80. 60 by 6. 60 by 6.
From the red zone on 1st. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal, will tie this game in the 4th.
Bengals 45.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
60 by 6.
In the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Back-to-back carries here. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
It's a gain of 20.
So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts. All right, one more snap here before our 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Mikey,
First down, and they go right back to it. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. All right, here we go. 2nd down. He's going to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
He'll throw it. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. He's back to throw. Escapes the pocket. Rolling and takes a deep shot down the middle. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Ready? Crackle 80.
Give now to the running back. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Back to throw. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. 65-6.
Setting up to pass. Finds him over the middle. He's got it in the red zone. And he will score and give the lead in the final minute. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now.
52, Eagles 48.
Here's Trujillo to kick it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw it. Forced out to his right. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. To throw. Along the sideline, he brings it in. They say he got the feet down too. Excellent work. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
They are throwing it again. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Space on the right. He's got room. And for the moment, so it's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. So in the jungle, the Bengals take the win. Well, partner, long season ahead, but undoubtedly a good start here today. Getting the win in week 1.
Yeah, a bad start on the other side can snowball on one loss and 2 and 3 and so on. But you get that early win, it can get you playing at a midseason level in the early goings of a season and lead to a really good start that has you talking playoff hopes in the front for the schedule.
With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so.